So this past Friday, after also doing the same thing this past Monday, Donald Trump announced new tariffs on a lot of America's allies, including a 30% tariff on Europe, 30% tariffs on South American countries. And then earlier in the week on Monday, as I mentioned, he had put 25% tariffs on Japan, 25% tariffs on South Korea. And then, of course, we've got August 1st coming up, and that's when the tariffs go out to everybody who hasn't made a trade deal, which is literally everybody because nobody's actually made a trade deal. Now, there's a good chance Donald Trump chickens out of this, as he always does. After all, taco. But as of right now, the rest of the world is just getting sick and tired of this bullcrap, right? Trump hasn't even been in office for 6 full months, yet the entire time he has been in office, these countries have had to deal with this schizophrenic president and his on again, off again, manic, depressive tariff policy. They don't know what the hell's going on. They know they can't negotiate with him because he's insane. He doesn't even know what he's trying to do. He's given us a dozen different reasons why he's launched a trade war in the first place. He's making demands that corporations in these foreign countries could never meet, like uproot yourself and move to the United States. It's literally what he's telling them they have to do. And no, they're not going to do it. So the rest of the world has finally hit a breaking point, according to the New York Times. A new report out Monday morning says that these other countries, including the entire European Union, and many of our Asian trading partners and allies, have made it clear. They want the U.S. to be involved. They understand that the U.S. is still the global trade leader for the most part in terms of what they buy and how much they sell to everybody else. We're not necessarily at the top of the list, but due to our military superiority and, of course, our economic strength, we are number one. And the rest of the world knows that. And they want us to be involved. However, they're working on contingency plans because they understand that for the next 3.5 years at least, the U.S. is not going to be involved. So what's happening, according to the leaders in these countries, Indonesia, India, the South Pacific countries, Asian countries, they're working on plans to go forward without us. Not selling us things and not buying things from us. The European Union specifically is almost giddy over the prospect of this. See, the European Union has always wanted to, kind of take over as the leader, to be the hub instead of it being over here in the United States. So the European Union is stepping up, and they're reaching out to all of these countries that the U.S. has basically, backhanded. And they're saying, listen, we may not have everything the United States has, but we have some of the things they do. And where you're meeting resistance over there, you will not meet resistance here. So they're working out trade deals, what Trump is supposed to be doing, but he's incapable of because he's not a good negotiator. They're working out new deals. They're working out new trade routes to literally circumvent the United States and not even come near us physically. They're redrawing global trade maps to exclude the United States because of Donald Trump. They're redoing trade deals to exclude the United States because of Donald Trump. They have figured out that to some degree we can cut them out, us, of course, and still be fine. Now, here's the thing. These countries, as I've mentioned, understand that there are some things that they can only get from the United States for now. But if they are successful, if they do go with this contingency plan because Trump can't be trusted and can't be dealt with, what happens? Well, it's the same way the United States became number one. We started doing things that other people weren't, or it was too expensive for other people to do. So we did it and we started selling it. And next thing you know, we're the leaders. Everything we do here can be done somewhere else. And the rest of the world understands that. I don't think Trump and the MAGA Republicans do. But it's like, we build the most cars. Oh, you think we can't just build cars other places? Because they can. They just haven't had the need to. What we're basically doing is forcing other countries to become more self-sufficient, not just for themselves, but to then emerge as a better trading partner. And as they climb up the trading ladder, we fall down. Donald Trump is an existential threat to the U.S. economy because these other countries are planning this. There are frameworks in place now to make these things happen. And they'll have to rely on us for a year or 2 or 3. But then after that, the one product over here that they were still doing, the other country everybody invested in, they're now doing it. They go to them. Same thing with this product in this country, this product in this country. So nobody has to do it all. Everybody just takes over one part of what they were getting from the United States. They're working on it now. This is a thing that they're going to start doing if Trump can't be trusted, which he can't. And once that happens, if we hit that point to where these other countries have done that, it's game over. We can't just get a new president 3.5 years from now and be like, okay, everybody come back, buy our stuff, because they're going to be like, hey, that's really great for you guys, but we don't need it now because we're actually getting it from over here. It's cheaper. It's better. So, best of luck, but you screwed us over for 4 years. So we moved on. It's like a relationship. It's great that you've bettered yourself, right? But we broke up 4 years ago and I'm dating someone else. I'm married now. It's what the rest of the world is doing. They're on Match.com while we're still over here throwing a temper tantrum thinking we can get them back. It ain't going to happen. And that is going to destroy the U.S. economy. Not immediately, but eventually, and possibly forever.